Hello, I'm Lesley Logan, and today we're going to go over shoulder roll down here on your Cadillac. You can also do this on a tower. So there's a few parts to the shoulder roll down that I included on our flashcard deck from onlinepilatesclasses.com. This flashcard deck has over 110 cards, and it lets you know if it's available on a tower or if it's not available on a tower. So you definitely want to get your hands on that deck if you haven't already, because it really is a lot of information. Helps you plan your workouts, plan your classes, plan your progress in your practice. So the shoulder roll down, if there's someone to help you, they'll help hold the bar down. Okay, that's really important. You want to be really careful with this one. You do not want the bar when you set up to go past the vertical pulse. So I'm on the balls of my feet. Some people can do this on their arches. And then you want to lie down where the bar is in line with the vertical pulse, right? It's going to be a little bit tricky. You'll have to lift your hips a little sooner than I have to lift my hips because I'm taller, okay? So the first thing we all do is a little prep. You just bend your knees and straighten. And you're not letting the bar push your knees in. You're still standing into the balls of your feet. And that way you're active in the back of your legs. Think your leg springs. After 3 of those, if you're feeling secure, your feet aren't moving around, you bend your knees, pull the bar. This is where if you're shorter, you might have to lift your hips sooner. You wait till you get your legs to straight. You roll your hips up. It is tempting to look at your feet. I want you to look at your ceiling, keep space behind your neck. You might just roll up and roll back down, especially if you're new. Otherwise, the ideal goal is that you're sitting so much in the back of one leg that the leg can slip off, reach across the ceiling, come back down, and then you switch. We're only going to do 3. Yes, it's an odd number, so we'll go right, left, right. Well, excuse me, that was a left, right, left for me. But you can do either. Start with whatever one you start with, you'll end with. You roll down, bend your knees, and reach it through. Then you bend your knees, roll the hips up, and we start with the other leg first. And the goal is to reach so much into the leg you're sitting on, the other one can slip off. What I don't want to see is the knee hyperextend that you're standing on, nor do I want to see the knee that's lifting up bend first. If it's bending to lift off, even a micro bend, that's a hip flexor, okay? So you're going to reach the bar back up. You can do another set on each side, or to finish it off, you can pull the bar a little bit and reach it back up. Pull. It's kind of like what you do on a winded chair. Pull and roll it down. To get out of it, if there's someone to help you, they will have you bend your knees, straighten your legs, and then they'll guide the spring close. You can also do it yourself if you've got longer legs like me, or you can, if you trust your feet, you can keep your feet on the bar, do a full roll up like you do on the mat, grab the bar with your hands, and then take it off. Whatever you do, be really mindful that this bar is pretty powerful when it's connected to a spring. You don't want your face near it. The other thing, super important safety, is that we don't need the bar to go past the vertical pulse when it's here. So make sure you set up in a safe spot, and we don't want it to go too far up, right? You're just reaching till you're in your straight line, okay? There's other fun things you can do. There are some people who do call this parakeet. And there's a lot of confusions around which is parakeet, which is shoulder roll down. There is a semicircle version, which could also be parakeet. I don't teach that one very often just because for a lot of people, it's A, scary, they start clenching, and B, it's easy to slip off. So shoulder roll down is pretty safe for most people to do, especially if you're working on getting into some more of those advanced mat and reformer exercises. So if you want to play with those in a theme with us, come to onlinepilatesclasses.com, where we do life better.